I'm gonna take Kristen's leg, and she thinks I'm stretching her, but I'm really dragging her back to center. How was that?
Oh, that's so therapeutic.
So, you want more of a twist this way?
That's nice.
Okay. So, even though my handle is here and I'm pulling the leg, what I'm really trying to do is lengthen all of those facet joints. And I know Kristen well enough to know that her SI joint is like an ongoing issue. And then, Kristen, if I were going to take this, so I'm going to add some stretch. What do you think about there?
That's nice.
Okay. Now, do you want me to go up this way?
No.
Or do you want me to go a little down?
Down.
Now, when?
When?
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I give you a little bounce right here, how's that?
Nice.
That little clunk in your ankle, is that comfortable?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. And where do you mainly feel this?
Right here, middle of my back.
Yeah.
Right, SI joint.
Now, because she likes this pull and that little bit of bounce, I'm standing up. I'm trying to figure out how to do this with a little bit more oomph. So I'm going to come down and see if I can do this. I'm going to see if I can loop around her calf here to get some support. How's that?
That's nice.
Does this feel like it's not as beneficial as what I was doing
Is that
before?
way easier on you?
Yeah.
Oh, it feels great.
But I can hold this, and then if I hold and then rock from there, how's that?
That's great.
There we go. Now, I'm holding her leg. Is it too much where my knees are hitting you there?
No.
Okay. But I'm really trying to work on the lumbar spine. I'm really trying to open up those facet joints on one side. And what if I maintain right there?
That's good.
I'm going to unwind just for a second, just to give that part of her spine a little bit more of a break. Then I'm going to bring her up. There's a little bit of a hamstring stretch, but I also want to explore sort of tucking the knees towards the chest to be able to change the position of the sacrum. So I'm going to do this one leg at a time. Like if I bring you up and over, do you want to go lateral or do you want to go more towards the...
Yeah, lateral.
A little more lateral?
Psoas.
This way?
I like that better.
Now, as far as pressure, if I put you in my holster right here, is it more like this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, do you prefer the rocking, sort of rocking in and out?
Yeah.
So again,
It's really tight.
it looks like I'm pressing just on the leg, right? I'm using the leg as a handle to mobilize the lumbar spine. This is where most of the work is coming from.
The hands just make it more intense.
Just gives a little bit of pressure into the adductors, a little bit of nuance.
Yeah.
But most of the pressure is delivered just from body weight. And what do you think? Hold right
Oh
there?
no, don't hold it, sir. It's too tight. She can't handle it.
So again, all down through the lumbar spine, mobilizing the sacrum, right? You're working through there. In addition, when you're going through the QL, the psoas, you're mobilizing all those structures that wrap around the pelvis, wrap around the hips. And then when I first brought her leg up, it was more like the hamstrings, because the hamstrings were getting a little bit of length when the leg was up. When I come down to right here, it's just giving her enough pressure to open that as she dies,
As she dies.
slowly. Now, if I take your leg up and over now, and this one is the one I was kind of building up to. This is very beneficial for people. I'm just making a really big circle with the leg. So I'm going to give her a choice, okay? So I can bring her up, kind of knee to same shoulder, knee to opposite shoulder. Where do you want to go?
Knee the same. Ooh. If you do that whole twisty thing.
There?
No, I like opposite. I like.
Okay.
I like.
Up and over?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I'm going with the knee up towards this opposite shoulder, what happens if I go a little bit over? Is that more beneficial?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm having to find out from her what works best, right? What I'm going to do is come up, and since I've determined that I can cross her over, I'm trying to make this as easy on my body as possible. So if I bring you up and over, do you need more up or more down?
Up.
Up till where?
There.
Okay. Now, because of my height, my leg is long enough that I can do this. When I bring you down and over,